Those punches are getting through now.
Yes,
toward
they
the end
are.
of the third. They're coming through. Rick Fight taking a close look. Jessica doing a great job.
And this is real close to being stopped right now. Real close.
Yeah, and Rick Fight, one of the best in the game.
That's it.
He stopped
That
the
is
fight.
it.
This is your chance again. 'Cause when your back's against the fence and you gotta fight to pay the rent, it's for your life, my friend. So till the very end, fight for your life.
This segment of Fight for Your Life was brought to you by Fight Music, Volume 1. Get the album.
I'm Nick the Savage doing I Fight for My Life.
I was born and raised in Barberton, Ohio. I was born at Barberton City Hospital, July 27th, 1986. I went to school for quite some time at Cuyahoga Falls, and then I moved to Redstown where I eventually graduated and eventually decided from that point that that's where I would start my life out. I played sports in high school. I did play soccer. I played track. I did basketball. I did really well in them. I was the first female to ever get Player of the Year for soccer. The program was still very young when I was going there, so it had only been there for 2 years. My next fight is going to be against Marsha May. She is from Stowe, so kind of similar area from where I'm from, because I'm from Redstown, which is Summit County, Portage County, very similar, about 10-15 minutes away from each other. I don't really know a lot about Marsha. I know that she really doesn't like me. She's wanted a piece of me for a long time, and I know back when she had fought her last fight in the NAAFS, I'd caught some wind that she was warming up, you know, basically being like, I'm gonna beat Jessica up, I'm gonna get her, and you know, which is exciting for me. Go ahead, you know, I hope I'm your focus, you know, because you're my focus too. The more that you feed me my fire and make me want to fight, the more that it excites me, and the more excited and adrenaline rush that I get from it.
To become a strong style fighter, it's not something where you can just come in and fight for us. You have to work your way up through the ranks and earn your position on the team through training, fighting, skill, conditioning. It's a long process. We're very picky who we have on our fight team.
For this fight, I've been preparing in many different avenues. I've been doing grappling tournaments, boxing tournaments, just all around physical strength training, making myself stronger, not bigger, but stronger. I went to, like I said, I went to a grappling tournament last month. The month before that, I went to a boxing tournament. So this time, I feel like I'm a more well-based, well-rounded fighter.
All right, ready, round one. Touch the clock. 3 minutes, go. Don't wait.
You can expect to see one of the best Jessicas thus far, one of the strongest, well-rounded, well-trained Jessica that you will ever see this time around. Definitely coming in here with a little bit of difference because I've got more bouts, not necessarily cage time bouts, but I've had bouts in the ring, you know, on the mats. So I feel this time you're gonna get a little bit calmer Jessica, but a more experienced and skillful Jess this time.
Get the right leg up. Back up again. Come on, come on, come on. Get some space. Get him off you. Kick him off you, Jess. Kick him off you. Kick him off you. Punch him when he comes in.
I want to be the best. I want to show people that, you know, I can be a female in this sport and I can be successful. I can start a career for myself. I can be wealthy in many ways, not just money, but by the accomplishments that I have, by the belts that I've, you know, achieved, by the people that I have met and worked with. That it's very important to me that I be a successful woman and prove to myself that I went through great life-changing experiences. I'll have all this to talk about maybe 20 years from now. I can have, you know, children of my own and explain to them and instill the principles that I have into them.
Come on, come on.
I told her this years ago, I stick by it. I think of Jessica as a fighter. I know she's a female. I know she's attractive. Has nothing to do with it with me here. She's a fighter first and foremost. She works as hard as the men, She fights as hard as the men. She goes through the grueling conditioning and shit as the men. To me, she's a fighter. She's kick-ass, and she's on our top level.
Why I fight because it's fun. It's fun to me. Like, a lot of people are like, why is it so, it's so brutal, you know, why would you want to do it? So why would you want to get hit in the face? And my response always is, well, I block. That's why I don't get hit in the face. You know, I keep my hands up.
Back to the front hand immediately. Right up inside, right up inside, pull it back. Angle. Pull it back, pull it back. More time, more time.
But I love it. I love the adrenaline rush you get from it. The self-discipline, you know, like, in life, everybody has their niche, you know, like, you know, some people may be entertainers, some people, you know, may be, you know, coaches, trainers. I mean, they could be a judge, they could be a lawyer, they could be whatever it is, but that's what they dedicate their time to and their life to. And I dedicate my lifestyle to my own personal self, such as my body. I mean, I feed it the best foods, I do the best things for it because I want to be an athlete, and I want those things. I want to be the best that I can be, and I think fighting has made me a better person, but also showed me who I was.
Training with Jessica, it's basically the reason like why I'm still here. She helps out anyone she can, really, and she just tries really hard just to work her best. And yeah, she's like one of the biggest people I try to emulate because she really just gives it everything she has because she just loves it.
Each day something different. Each day I kind of had to take differently because like Monday I'll go in, I'll spar. And sparring consists of MMA sparring, which we have full gear, you know, headgear, mouthpiece, shin pads, 16-ounce boxing gloves, and we usually go full go. Then we'll do some type of calisthenic training after that. Then Tuesday, you know, work that I train. I'll do weightlifting, kettlebells, resistant bands, whatever Marcus has planned out for us. Then Wednesday, same thing, get up, go to work. Private lessons, you know, training other people. I have classes that I teach. Then Wednesday we grapple. We have a grappling time that starts at 7 o'clock where all the fighters meet. We do round robins. Then we have some type of training regimen we have to do that, like usually calisthenics, plyometric movements. After that we have to like, jump on boxes, the hurdles, just to kind of keep our footwork up. Then Thursday we spar again. It's just boxing sparring though on Thursdays. And then after that Marcus has something set up where we have to do like tire flipping, kettlebells, the resistant bands. Then Friday's kind of the off day. Like Friday's my off day. I actually get to come into work late. I get to come in at 12 o'clock, so I have to be up at 9 in the morning and be there. Get to come in a little bit later. I get to train however I want to. I close the gym down at 9 o'clock at night, so I get to kind of like just play around in the fitness center. It's Marcus Lee's Fridays is open for anybody. Then Saturdays, usually pad work with Marcus or, you know, with Pablo, whatever my individualizing I'm doing that day, and then usually I'll run. And then do some kind of sports specific.
Jessica is probably one of them, if not the most dedicated fighter I've ever met. This person here has been asking to fight for, I can't even tell you how long, and when she got that opportunity, she made the best of it. And there's no person that I know, period, that works harder, that wants to fight more than Jessica.
The strongstyle tattoo that you see on Jessica's back and the other fighters is, the tattoo is strongstyle fighting family, and it represents being part of our team. You have to fight to get it, but we also have some coaches and people that are involved with us that are a big part of what we do who also have it, but it's kind of like a status symbol around here. It's something that you earn, it's never given to you.
That tattoo signifies something you can never signify anywhere or in anything. And I actually always joke about it because I'm like, I've been officially been branded. I am officially been branded by Strongstyle, and I belong to them. But it's a great belonging.
She earned it. She wears hers as proud as I wear mine. There's no difference between us. She's a fighter. She deserves it. And we're going to put some more on these guys, too.
Please welcome Jessica.
Jessica is, she's like a sister to me. I tell you, I've liked her from the start. I met her father right away, and we hit it off very well. So her father's always looking in and saying, how you taking care of my little girl? And really, she takes care of herself.
Last fight, I was real antsy. Nobody wants to see your daughter go in there and get hurt. You can walk in any of them rings, and get punched in the head and never be able to think right the rest of your life. And it's there's a lot of anticipation, and anxiety over it, But, Jesse's going to do what she's going to do, and she's been trained. Jesse's last 4 years has been in the gym, so she's trained to be a championship fighter. This whole family's behind her 100%. I think that's her drive, too. She's really got something to be proud of. And she feels the energy from us whenever we're at those fights. Because if you watch any of her fights, which I'm sure you have, when she gets done with a fight, first thing she does is come to where we're at in that corner of that section of the audience. But she's got her hands up in the air, looking at us, let us know, I want another one, Dad.
Gives her opponent a hug.
She put on a wonderful, wonderful performance the last time we had boxing right here in North Olmsted. She's now 5-0 in her career. She's both a mixed martial artist and a boxer. She's going for the Olympic trials as well in boxing because if you guys don't know, the women are allowed to participate in boxing in the next Olympic Games.
I may have the opportunity to try out for the Olympics. It's something that I have been talking about with my boxing coach and mentioned to Marcus, just for the fact that this year they did approve the first ever women's boxing in the Olympics, and it'll be in 2012, I believe in London, and it would be a great honor, be a great opportunity for me to be the first ever female to win a gold medal.
All the people out there, if they probably saw you the last time you were here when you put on a wonderful show, you stopped your opponent. What do you got coming up next?
My next fight I have in 2 weeks, actually 13 days, it'll be at the IX Center. It's the national semifinals for the NAAFS for me to win a belt at 125 pounds. And if you know anything about women's mixed martial arts, it's still new, and this will be the first ever 125 belt ever in the state of Ohio. And me and the other lady are actually going to chance to fight for it.
We want to see her wear gold. If she wins this fight, I never say, you're going to win because you never know. But if Jessie wins this fight, we're all looking forward to taking a big limo ride up to her next fight when she's fighting for the gold. That's always been it's a dream of ours. Jessie and I, we talk all the time, and she wants to wear gold.
I think it's the coolest thing when I get to meet little kids that come up and talk to me, when I get to meet, grown adults, women, men, everybody that come up and talk to me and say, you're a real inspiration. It makes me feel good. It really does. My fans mean everything to me. It was the first time, back at Fight Night in the Flats 5, whenever I had people walking up to me and asking me for my autograph. It was kind of like a culture shock for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, people want my autograph. Am I signing something? Is this some kind of a contract? Why am I signing this? I'm from Brittstown, Ohio. Why do you want my autograph? What makes me so special? But it helps my gym too, because it's very important to me that as much as people know who I am, is that they know who the gym is and where I came from and what I represent. Because if I didn't have them representing me, then I couldn't represent myself and show people, who I am and show people where I came from and what molded me into who I am today. I work at the gym. I'm the assistant head manager there. I do a lot of things such as the marketing, the everyday normal just duties to run a gym, such as cleaning, the mats, making sure that we're getting new membership signups, just networking in general, if it could be anything, to protein orders, to new member signups, to getting a machine fixed, to rewiring the surround system that me and Elena did. I also do some personal training here. I have about 5 to 6 clients that I train on a residual basis, everywhere from the age of 15 up to the age of 60. Basically show them all around good health, good eating habits, a good healthy lifestyle, just to kind of prolong their life or get them better in the sport that they compete in as they are.
She's amazing. She's an animal. Every day she's in here. We're in here at the same time. So I see her day in, day out. She trains like a beast. She's on her diet all the time. She's just so well-rounded as a fighter and as a person.
Okay.
Have you ever fought before?
I have not.
If you would you spar against Jessica?
No.
So you would not?
No, my husband won't even.
He won't spar against Jessica?
No, she's amazing. Amazing.
From a girl who pretty much came up here on her own, one of the guys who's not one part of our fight team but a part of the gym, brought her in and introduced her to Marcus. And this has gone from a girl who pretty much just did the casual classes, the flex band classes, to starting in jiu-jitsu, starting to boxing, and then slowly earned her way and earned her keep through her hard work and effort to be able to train with the fight team. And now probably can honestly say outworks and outconditions a lot of people.
I am Marcus Martinelli. I am the head coach and owner of Strongstyle Mixed Martial Arts. Jessica came here just to do the conditioning classes, going on 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. And she's kind of worked her way up the ranks here and worked her way through our system and onto the fight team. And she's also starting to become a leader on the fight team, which, you know, for a woman coming into a male-oriented sport is probably rare. But she's a motivating factor for all of us, and I'm looking forward to this next fight with her.
It's you and one other person in that cage. It's only between you two. No matter, nothing else matters. All the teammates, you know, you focus so much with your team, you train with them, you sweat with them. But bottom line is, when you shut that cage door, it's you and that other person. It's you and that other girl, you and that other male, whoever it is. It's just you and that person. And no matter what, let the better person come walking out of that cage that day.